There's always been one person in my life that has always impacted me positively, and that person has always been my sister. My sister herself was going through the same process that I'm currently going through while I was in high school, and I got to see her to complete her PPRs, complete her content exams, and get her teen certification, and then finally get her own classroom. And it was there that I had an interest in teaching because of how she made it look, and it was just so great to see her that she was having an impact on these students and being able to know that she can do anything with them and they know that they can do anything with her. And just the happiness that she felt every single day coming home whenever a lesson plan worked really well with this one student or someone came to her with a problem that she was able to help them solve. I want that happiness for myself. I want to be able for kids to look back on me and see that I was their favorite teacher. I want my students to see that school isn't bad as long as you have a teacher who is willing to help you and willing to put in the time to help you and guide you through every problem, whether it's in the classroom or not in the classroom. I do, however, think that the biggest challenge that I'm going to face is going to be my first couple of years of teaching. I'm going to be a young teacher, and it's knowing when to let go of the brakes in a sort of metaphorical sense, and when it comes to my students. I'm probably gonna want to hold their hand through a lot of it because I can still remember how high school was for me and how high school is for every single teenager out there. It's not fun, and I'm gonna have to learn when to let them go and do the problem on their own because I know that I've taught them well, and trusting myself to know that I have taught them well enough for them to do the problem. I think one of the biggest strengths that I'm gonna have is the fact that I'm a people person in that sense that I can be an introvert and I can be an extrovert on both ends of the scale. And it's child nourishment that's going to be one of the biggest strengths of mine because I know that everyone's different. Every child is going to be nourished differently, it's going to be have to grow differently. And whether it's by letting them be alone for a little bit and solving the problem on their own or helping them step by step through the process, I know when to be an introvert and when to be an extrovert, and I know what that child needs and why and when. When it comes to lifelong learners, I think being down to earth is a great step in the right direction. I also think that in order for them to be lifelong learners, you have to have that healthy teacher student relationship. You have to trust that they are going to learn the lessons, and they have to trust that you are going to engage their attention to learn the lessons. But at the end of the day, I want to prepare my students for life in the real world. I want them to be prepared for real world problems and to be able to use real world solutions. And there's no safer place to do that except in a classroom. Thank you.